Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you for this opportunity. My name is Trisna Nugraha. I want to share our research, which entitled Elementary Student Obstacle in Understanding the Concept of Area and Perimeter. First, for the first, we know that mathematics teaching and learning is continuing to transform by involving the application of the result of educational research. In educational research, mathematical knowledge can be analyzed by two important components, namely the conceptual knowledge and then the procedural knowledge. Have a position not only in the investigation of mathematical knowledge, but also in the development of mathematics learning, including on the topics of area and perimeter. Area and perimeter are one of the fundamental topics in mathematics learning in primary and secondary school because they act as the most commonly used geometry and measurement domains. The topic of area and perimeter as a part of geometry and measurement content strengths is a topic that isn't easy for students to understand. Sorry. And then the area and perimeter are often a source of confusion for students because they both involve the area to be measured, or students are told formulas to solve the concept simultaneously. And then several previous studies have found that student ability in the field of geometry and measurement, including area and perimeter, is weaker when compared to other topics. A survey study that we have conducted previously found that 46.80% of primary school teachers stated that geometry and measurement is the second difficult topic to teach after the fraction. In addition, there are still common errors in topic of area and perimeter, such as confusion between the concept of perimeter and geometrical area, where in solving the perimeter problem, the participant used the same method by finding the area of a feature. In another study, it was stated that grade 4 students have a good understanding procedurally because they had good abilities about multiplication but misunderstood the concept of area and show general weakness in identifying geometric shapes and differentiating between perimeter and area. So that there are two assumptions regarding the causes of the misunderstanding. And then misunderstanding and other barriers should be predictable. So that in this study, we established related research questions. There are three research questions. First, how the definition of the area and perimeter expressed by students. The second, how this understanding of the two-dimensional area and perimeter expressed in solving the problem of areas and perimeter. And the last one is the extent to which the quality of the student concept definition of area and perimeter related to their performance in training. To answer this question, of course, an analysis is needed that can add and update insight about student understanding of the area and perimeter topic. Thus, the study was conducted to compare the prediction of student response with reality that occurred during the learning process in order to find a description of understanding and procedural strategies in solving area and perimeter from fourth grade students. So that qualitative research was conducted in this study with 20 participants as fourth grader student, and then using an instrument, the area and perimeter conceptual test, which include three questions adapted from Tosafainen et al. 2017. So in this research, we found two parts of the research result. For the first part, we talk about textbook analysis that we found both public and commercial book have a partial area and perimeter topic. It is assumed that a partial arrangement of textbook can trigger confusion for students when facing problems in different contexts. And the second part of this research results, we talk about what we have found about student obstacle analysis. Based on the test analysis related to the topic of area and perimeter, we found several things that match the prediction of student answer that researchers have previously made. We presented three tables that is table, answer, uh, each question, or each research question. Okay. In the first question, we analyze how the student understanding of concept definition of area and perimeter was expressed. And in the second problem, we analyze how the student understood the concept expressed in solving the problem area and perimeter. Okay. Therefore, we try to reveal whether student can calculate something without formulas and numbers. On this occasion, we use the illustrated picture problem as follows. Explain how you should determine the area of the following figure. In this exercise, you don't have to measure the area, but only explain the process. And then for the second problem, the researcher made prediction of student problem solving through 6 criteria, where the prediction for 1 till 4 were categorized as correct answer, and 5 till 6 were categorized as incorrect answer or didn't meet the limitation. For the third, we analyze the extent to which the quality of student understanding of areas and perimeters was related to their performance in the exercise in the third item. Yeah, the question is a part of illustrated picture problem as follows. Determine the area of the figure below. Okay. So you can see the image of the figure. Okay. For this question, the researcher made 9 prediction categories. There are 6 correct and 3 incorrect answers in solving these math problems. Prediction of problem solving area categories based on the complexity in linking mathematical concepts internally and externally through identification of shapes and formatting them in simpler solution. In this case, we totally assume that the connectivity of internal and external concept is an indicator of a good understanding of the concept as expressed in Kilpatrick. We present the prediction in this table. Yeah. So, the finding indicate that a good conceptual understanding of the area and perimeter formula requires acquisition or knowledge regarding the basic forms and properties of the features, which can help the logical thinking about the relation that exists in the area and perimeter formula. This study refers to the previous conclusion that fourth grader students have a good experience in measuring fields and memorizing formulas, well, but not necessarily having an accurate regional conception. Thus, because the mathematical ability of elementary students have a relationship with the ability of teacher, it is hoped that the teacher can anticipate this to develop meaningful understanding through the sequence of experience. First, identify the features. Second, comparing and ordering. Third, using informal units. For using formal units, and the last one is seeing the formulas and their application. So that on the student response in the area and perimeter, it is clear that students who have a good understanding of concept will be more successful in solving the problem area and perimeter. However, for fourth grader students still experience learning obstacle in learning understanding concept of area and perimeter. Most of students still experience confusion in defining the concept of area and perimeter, and the emergence of poor quality definition has an effect on the quality of the problem-solving procedure performed by students. In addition, the use of a single strategy provided by the teacher and textbook presents difficulties in resolving different contexts. Presentation of material that is partial and abstract in the textbook can also have an influence on the quality of student conceptual understanding. So that there are the factors which made a student obstacle in learning area and perimeter topics. And then it is necessary to improve the quality of the concept definition through the development of innovative learning in order to be able to improve student performance in practicing the concept of area and perimeter. Thank you everyone. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.